God says, your new house is ready. Yes, you heard that right. Imagine stepping into a space that's not just a house, but a manifestation of your dreams. A place where every corner resonates with your aspirations, and every room tells your story. This isn't just about bricks and mortar. It's about the life you're building. It's about the laughter that will fill the living room, the quiet moments in your cozy nook, and the memories you'll create in your kitchen. Your new house is a canvas waiting for you to paint it with experiences, love, and joy. Now you might be wondering, what does this really mean for you? It's a reminder that change is on the horizon. God is signaling that your hard work, patience, and faith are about to pay off. This new house symbolizes new beginnings, fresh opportunities, renewed energy, and a space to grow. So, what do you need to do next? Embrace this message. Start envisioning how you want to decorate your new home. Think about the colors that inspire you, the furniture that reflects your style, and the little touches that will make it uniquely yours. And remember, this journey is not just physical, it's spiritual too. As you prepare for this transition, take a moment to express gratitude for what you have now and what's coming your way. Trust the process. Your new house is more than just a structure. It's a place of peace, love, and creativity. So get ready. The door to your future is about to swing wide open. Are you excited? Because I know I am. You woke up today because God decided your purpose continues. You are here because His mercy did not end in the night. My friends, gratitude opens your heart to God before anything else can. When you start your morning with thanks, you bring order to your soul. When you lift your voice to honor God, you remind yourself of who holds your day. This is not a small thing. It is the foundation for peace, clarity, and strength. You did not wake up by accident. You woke up because God chose to breathe life into you again. That awareness alone changes how you step into the hours ahead. Psalm 3:5 says, I lay down and slept. I awoke, for the Lord sustained me. This assures us that rest itself is not promised, but sustained life is the gift of God. This reminds us that every breath, every beat of the heart is held in His power and care. Think of a lamp that shines only because it is plugged into the source. You can decorate it, polish it, and place it in a high place. But without power, it gives nothing. When God wakes you, He connects you again to His source of strength. You rise because His hand sustains you, and you shine because His Spirit fuels you. Your gratitude then is not just courtesy, it is your acknowledgement of dependence and your declaration of trust. You may have gone to bed with burdens that felt heavy, yet you woke up with mercy still present. You may have carried doubts that whispered defeat, yet you woke up with another chance to believe. Gratitude reframes all of this. So you do not only see what is missing, you see what is given. Thanksgiving shifts the weight from your shoulders to the one strong enough to carry it. You begin your day not as a victim of circumstances, but as a child held by the Almighty. Gratitude at waking also gives clarity for the day's direction. When your first words are thanks, your mind clears, your spirit steadies, and your heart gains focus. Tasks may still be many, but thanks reminds you that God walks with you through each one. Obstacles may still appear, but thanks keeps your spirit from drowning in fear. You live lighter, you move wiser, and you speak with more grace when gratitude guides you. Today I will show you why gratitude for waking up is more than a reaction. It is a holy response that shapes your day, strengthens your walk, and draws you nearer to God. I am also going to pray a powerful prayer with you in the mighty name of Jesus. So watch until the end and open your hearts to receive the blessings of this prayer. Now let us look at this powerful truth. Gratitude in the first moments shapes the whole day. My friends, Thanksgiving is not just a polite response. It is the anchor that frames your entire morning. The way you speak when you rise will often dictate how you feel as the hours unfold. Begin with gratitude and you step into peace. Begin with complaint and you invite heaviness to follow you. This is why the first words matter so deeply. They set direction, they declare focus, and they open your spirit to hear God clearly. A grateful beginning lifts your heart and aligns your thoughts with truth. It steadies your emotions before the demands of the day arrive, and it honors the one who gave you breath again. Psalm 118 verse 4 declares, "This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." This statement is not tied to convenience. It is tied to faith. You are invited to rejoice even when conditions are not perfect. You are called to be glad even when circumstances test you. He had wealth, influence, and a reputation to protect. Yet when Jesus died, Joseph went boldly to Pilate to ask for the body. He laid the Lord in his own tomb, showing honor in a costly way. This action revealed gratitude and reverence for Jesus. Joseph refused to stay silent when others hesitated. His act fulfilled prophecy and left a lasting testimony. Mourning gratitude in your life carries the same principle. When you thank God first, you honor Him openly. Your gratitude becomes a witness that others cannot ignore. Gratitude often speaks in simple words. A quiet "Lord, thank you for waking me" can change everything. That brief prayer realigns your thoughts with God's presence. It becomes a shield against panic, frustration, and distraction. The quality of your day rises when you begin with thanks. Your prayers gain focus because they start with humility. Requests feel lighter after you have already acknowledged God's faithfulness. Praise becomes natural because gratitude has prepared your heart. The act may seem small, but it carries eternal weight. Gratitude expressed early opens the way for peace to remain. Exodus 16:4 says, "Then the Lord said to Moses, 'Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain quota. Every day that I may test them, whether they will walk in my law or not.' The manna arrived each morning, fresh and measured. It was not meant to be stored. It was meant to be gathered daily. God used this to teach His people dependence. Gratitude follows the same principle. Yesterday's thanks was real, but today calls for new thanksgiving. It cannot be hoarded. It must be practiced again. Daily gratitude reveals daily trust. Every morning becomes a test of your willingness to rely on God. When you pass that test, strength is renewed for the day ahead. Thanksgiving also shifts your attention. Instead of focusing only on lack, you begin to notice provision. Breath becomes evidence of mercy. The strength to rise feels like a gift, not a routine. Even small blessings appear brighter because gratitude sharpens vision. This shift is discipline, not accident. You train your heart to see God's hand in ordinary things. You cultivate awareness of what He has done and continues to do. Your perspective grows healthier with every grateful word, and joy becomes possible even when circumstances are difficult. Lydia in Acts 16 shows the fruit of gratitude. She was a worshipper of God before Paul spoke. Her heart was already open, so the message found good soil. She responded with faith and immediately with hospitality. Her home became a gathering place for believers. That single decision advanced the gospel in Philippi. Gratitude had already prepared her spirit for obedience. Her thankfulness turned into generosity. The same happens for you when you live gratefully. Your response creates openings for God to use you in larger ways. Thanksgiving also steadies emotions. Fear loses power when gratitude rules your mind. Anger softens when joy sets the tone. Confusion quiets when peace takes over. You no longer react without thought. You respond with balance. A grateful person carries calm into tense spaces. Patience grows where thanks has taken root. Hope rises where discouragement tried to reign. Your inner life gains stability through consistent gratitude. It is not denial of pain, it is strength for facing it. Gratitude also humbles you. No alarm clock or routine can guarantee your waking. Only God sustains life through the night. When you say thank you in the morning, you confess dependence. That confession keeps arrogance far from you. Humility then becomes a shield against pride. It keeps you teachable when correction comes. It frees you to celebrate the success of others without envy. It grounds your worth in God's love, not in performance. Thanksgiving makes you both confident and humble. Gratitude feeds courage. Remembering what God has already done fuels boldness. Provision yesterday tells you He will provide again. Healing in the past assures you He still heals. Deliverance long ago reminds you He delivers today. Each memory stirs expectation for present needs. Instead of walking into the day uncertain, you walk in faith. Your gratitude carries testimony that builds confidence. You know God has been faithful before, and that memory gives you strength to move forward today. Think of Hannah in 1 Samuel 1 who poured her heart out before the Lord. She prayed with tears and later gave thanks when God answered her request. Her gratitude was not only in words, but in action as she dedicated Samuel back to God. That thanksgiving turned her personal blessing into a gift that blessed a nation. When you thank God sincerely, you also give Him space to multiply the impact. Gratitude does not stop with you. It often reaches beyond you. Your thankful response can influence your family, your community, even generations to come. Hannah's example shows that gratitude carries legacy. Gratitude brings courage, steadiness, humility, and joy. It affects emotions, relationships, and even communities. It shapes prayer and strengthens faith. It positions you for greater influence and deeper intimacy. Every morning you wake with thanksgiving, you walk stronger. Every breath spoken with thanks carries power. The day looks different when it begins with gratitude. This is why you cannot treat it lightly. Begin with thanks and you set the tone. Gratitude in the first moments truly shapes the whole day. Let us now focus on this powerful truth. Gratitude awakens discernment for purpose-filled steps. My friends, thanksgiving sharpens your vision. A grateful heart sees what matters and ignores what distracts. It helps you notice the difference between urgent noise and lasting importance. When you begin with gratitude, confusion loses its grip. Your spirit calms down and wisdom begins to rise. Choices look clearer because your motives are cleaner. The day feels less scattered because you know who is leading you. Gratitude is not only a feeling, it is a steadying force. It guides you toward God's purpose for your steps. Proverbs 8:1-17 says, I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently will find me. Wisdom promises to reveal itself to those who seek. Gratitude fuels that seeking. When you thank God, you are already turning your attention toward Him. You are saying, Lord, I value what you give. That spirit keeps you searching with humility, not pride. Gratitude removes the urge to chase every voice. It makes you eager for God's voice alone. This is how discernment begins to grow. It is how your pursuit of God becomes steady and fruitful. Consider the Bereans in Acts 17. They listened with readiness, yet they also examined the scriptures daily. Their eagerness did not make them careless. They received truth with open hearts, but they tested it against God's word. That balance produced faith that endured opposition. Gratitude for truth kept them steady. They were not gullible and they were not closed off. They were thankful, so they were discerning. That pattern still matters today. Gratitude makes you ready to listen, but also careful to test. Thanksgiving simplifies decisions. You begin asking what pleases God instead of what pleases people. A grateful spirit does not run after every opportunity. It stops and asks, will this glorify God? It asks, will this help or will it harm? That kind of heart brings freedom. It keeps you from living for approval. It strengthens you to say yes where obedience is needed. It also gives peace to say no when something is not right. Gratitude teaches you to choose with clarity. James 1:17 says, every good gift and every perfect gift is from above and comes down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow of turning. Every true blessing has its source in God. Gratitude reminds you of this fact every day. You stop calling blessings luck. You stop claiming credit for what God has done. You see His hand in every detail. That awareness keeps your motives clean. It also helps you let go of distractions that are not from Him. Thanksgiving keeps your focus on what is good, and it deepens your trust in the one who gives. Gratitude also changes how you see work. Tasks lose their weight when tied to purpose. Even simple duties can be done with care when they are offered to God. Thankfulness brings dignity into small things. It shrinks complaints before they can grow. It keeps pride from creeping in. People begin to trust you because they see your consistency. They respect your reliability because you carry a steady spirit. Greater responsibility often follows, not because you demand it, but because you proved faithful. Gratitude quietly opens doors. Contentment also grows where gratitude is present. A thankful heart can enjoy what is already there. It still plans wisely for the future, but without constant craving. Contentment keeps you free from envy. It helps you stay clear of the endless chase for more. You start to value peace over status. You value service over attention. That spirit produces generosity. You give easily because you know God provides. You share freely because you know His supply does not run out. Gratitude heals relationships. When you remember God's mercy, it becomes easier to show mercy to others. You release grudges sooner. You choose forgiveness more quickly. Your speech grows softer because thanks has shaped your heart. You bless instead of tearing down. You learn to ask without demanding. You listen with patience instead of rushing to answer. This creates trust between people. It restores unity where there was division. Gratitude makes peace possible again. Gratitude also strengthens the mind. It teaches your thoughts to focus on steady truths. Worry loses ground when thanksgiving speaks. It draws your attention to what God has already done. It interrupts the cycle of anxious thinking. This is not denial of problems.